Hello, Billy.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, so today we're gonna practice the mind map WH questions. Okay, so we have where, how, who, how long, and how often. So are you ready, Billy?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so the first one, where do you usually go to?
I go to candy store.
Yeah, so you go to the candy store. And how do you go to the candy store?
I go to candy store by bus.
By bus. I go to the candy store by bus.
I go to candy store by bus
By bus.
with my mom.
Yeah, now you say full sentence. I go to the candy store by bus with my mom.
I go to candy store by bus with
By
my
bus,
mom.
bus,
By
bus.
bus with my mom.
Okay, and how long does it take you to the candy store by bus?
It takes me 30 minutes.
Yes, that's good. And how often do you go to the candy store?
I go to candy store twice a week.
Twice a week or twice a month? This is July. A month or a week?
A month.
Yes, now you say again. I go to the candy store twice a month.
I go to candy store twice a month.
Twice a month.
Twice a month.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Where do you go to, Billy?
I go to cinema.
Okay, and how do you go to the cinema?
I go to cinema by the
Is it?
scooter.
Yeah, it's a scooter. And who do you go to the cinema by scooter with?
I go to cinema with my boyfriend.
Boyfriend or girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Okay. Okay, and next one. And how long does it take you to the cinema?
It takes me 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's good. And how often do you go to the cinema?
I go to cinema
Twice.
twice a week.
No, this is November. Twice a month or twice a week? Now you say full sentence. I go to the cinema twice a month.
I go to a cinema twice a month.
Twice a month.
Twice a month.
Okay. And where do you travel to? I travel to?
I travel to by
No, I travel to what country? Is it Japan or Korea?
Korea.
Is this Korea or Japan?
Japan.
Yes, because this is the Fuji mountain and this is cherry blossom. Okay? So now you say, I travel to Japan. I travel, not go. I travel
I travel
to
to
Japan.
Japan.
And how do you travel to Japan, Billy?
I travel
I travel to Japan.
to Japan.
Japan. I travel to Japan.
By plane.
Yes, and who do you travel to Japan with? I travel to Japan
I travel to Japan
with my
with my
relatives or family. Relatives. I travel to Japan with my relatives. I travel
to
Japan with my relatives. Relatives. Okay, and how long does it take you to travel to Japan by plane?
It takes me 5 hours.
Yeah, that's good. And how often do you travel to Japan? I travel to Japan.
One year.
Yeah, I travel to Japan once a year.
I travel to Japan once a year.
Once a year. Yes, okay. And where do you travel to? I travel to. Is this? Yes, Da Nang. And how do you travel to Da Nang?
By van.
I travel
to Da Nang Nẵng by van.
And who do you travel with?
I
Who do you travel to Da Nang with?
with my family.
Now you say full sentence. I travel
I travel
to.
to Da Nang with my family.
And how long?
Family.
Yeah. And how long does it take you to travel to Da Nang?
It takes me 7 hours.
7 hours.
7 hours.
And how often do you travel to Da Nang?
I travel to Da Nang
Twice a year.
twice a year.
Okay, next one. Where do you go to?
I go to playground.
Yeah, I go to the playground.
I go to a playground.
And how do you go to the playground?
I go to a playground by bike.
Yes, and who do you go to the playground with?
I go to the playground with my brother.
Yes, that's good. And how long does it take you to go to the playground?
It takes me 10 minutes.
Yes, and how often do you go to the playground, Billy?
I go to a playground once a week.
Yeah, that's good. And where do you go to?
I go to a restaurant.
Okay, and how do you go to the restaurant?
I go to a restaurant by car.
And who do you go to the restaurant with?
I go to a restaurant with my friend.
Okay, and how long does it take you to the restaurant?
It takes me 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's good. And how often do you go to the restaurant?
I go to the restaurant for 10 minutes.
No,
For
4 times, sir.
year.
4 times a year or a week or a month?
4 times a week.
Yes, that's good. And where do you go to?
I go to island.
Yes, and how do you go to the island?
I go to island by ship.
Yes, and who do you travel to the island with?
I go to island with my person.
With my
With my
parents, okay, with mommy and daddy. And how long does it take you to the island?
It takes me 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's good. And how often do you travel to the island?
I go to island
Twice.
a year.
Twice a year. Okay, last one. Where do you go to, Billy?
I go to English.
Class? I go to my English class.
I go to English class.
And how do you go to the English class?
I go to English class by motorbike.
And who do you go to your English class with?
I go to English class with my friend.
And how long does it take you to your English class? It takes me?
It takes me 15 minutes.
Yes, and how often do you go to your English class?
I go to English class 10 minutes.
3 times, sir?
3 times a week.
Okay, thank you.